Shalom, shalom, family. What's good, everybody? How is everybody doing? Live stream going up on a Tuesday. What it do? Give y'all a second to come in. How do I sound? How do I sound, family? Hopefully good. Hopefully all right. I've been working with the sound. I'm going to continue to improve the sound. I think what I'm going to do is, if I'm still going to have issues, I'm going to try to reduce the quality of the video to 720, and hopefully that might help. I'm using OBS Studio. OBS Studio is a free app for live streaming and recording. Hopefully I sound all right. How is the family doing? I'm gonna give y'all a second to come in. We have a good one today, family. We always got a good one, but this one right here, family, we gotta check this out. For sure. Let's see. All right, family. Before we get started with today's video, I'm going to go ahead and read the announcements. But before I do so, I like to say, welcome to Real Talk Tuesday, where we talk about topics that we cannot discuss on the Shabbat day. We have to keep the Shabbat day holy. We have to keep every day holy. But there's things that we just cannot discuss on the Shabbat day. However, on Real Talk Tuesday, we can keep it a buck, as we always do, but we can be more open with our words. Praise Yah. All right, family. So let me go ahead and begin with the announcements. Let me share my screen. Give me a second. Your boy's still Rook. It's going to take me a minute. Just bear with me. Bear with me now. Oh, here we go. All right, there we go. Let me go ahead and read the announcements. "30 words in Paleo Hebrew, Biblical Hebrew, and English." Go ahead and get those 30 words by downloading the free PDF download. And to help you out, fam, go ahead and watch the video tutorial, where that way we can pronunciate, how you say it? It's pronunciate, right? Pronunciate, I don't even know how to pronunciate, the correct words of Hebrew. 30 words written in Paleo Hebrew and Biblical Hebrew and in English. I break it down syllable to syllable, sound for sound. You know how we do it, family. Yahusha's, the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew and English. Go ahead and watch that video tutorial to help you out. And go ahead and download that free PDF so that way you can have it on your phone. That way when you wake up in the morning, you can start your day off by reading the Lord's Prayer, Yahusha's Prayer in Hebrew. And let me tell you something. It sounds way better reading it in Hebrew than it does in English, because English ain't got nothing on Hebrew. Real talk, family. When I start my day, I face the east. I face Jerusalem, to be technical, because Jerusalem, I'm in California, so Jerusalem is east of California. Last time I checked on the map, but I face the east. I give the Most High thanks for another day and for abundance and for His love. And I get my day started, get ready for work, and then when I hit the car, I like to start off by saying Yahusha's prayer in Hebrew. It sounds way better, fam. Way better. The 10 Commandments in Hebrew and English. Go ahead and check out the video tutorial and have that free PDF download in your phone. The Shema prayer in Hebrew and English. Video tutorial, free PDF download. You can find the Shema in the Torah, in the Bible, Deuteronomy chapter 6, verses 4 through 9. But I translate it and break it down, and that way you can so you can say it correctly, family. Because like I don't know about you, but trying to go on BibleHub.com and trying to read it in English and trying to read the Hebrew by looking at the English transliteration, you're gonna have a hard time. I still don't know how to do it. It's easier just reading the Hebrew than trying to read English letters, trying to read the Hebrew. You're trying to read the Hebrew by reading English letters. It's actually harder. Trust me. The priestly blessing in Hebrew and English, the benediction. Video tutorial, free PDF download. We close every Shabbat word on, we close every Shabbat word with the benediction, the priestly blessing. At the end of the message, we say it together. And that way, family, you can have this ready. You can have it in your phone. That way, when it comes the Shabbat day, you're ready to go. You already have it downloaded, and we can say it and we can read it. We can recite it together. It's a powerful and beautiful prayer. Also, if you need some Hebrew Israelite apparel, because you know that we all do, we got to represent for the Most High when we're out there in the public, because the world is lost. Our people is lost. And one of the ways that we can spread the word of Yah is with our apparel. So feel free to click on the link right here and go ahead and copy some hats, beanies, jackets, hoodies, long sleeves, jackets, etc., etc. Let's represent for the Most High. All glory, all glory. If you'd like to support the ministry, you can do so with Cash App, PayPal, or Buy Me a Coffee. Buy Me a Coffee is great for international donations, but you can donate internationally with Buy Me a Coffee. Either way, I like coffee. So buy me a coffee, please. Help me, please. I appreciate it. I really do. Your boy really appreciates the support. Yeah, so, and also, too, I almost forgot, family. I actually skipped it. If you want exclusive content that you cannot get on YouTube, check out the Patreon. The Patreon is ready. I will continue to upload more and more content. It's going to get better, better, and better, family. I got some goodies on the way. But right now, I got some goodies right now that's ready to go. And family, one of those goodies that you got to check out is the Too Hot for YouTube series. The Too Hot for YouTube series. If you like spicy food like me, if you like information that might seem controversial, but is beneficial, please check out the Patreon and watch the Too Hot for YouTube series, where I make videos that is too controversial for YouTube. I know how our brothers and sisters can get in this way of life. I know how our family can be. When we disagree on something, we're quick to bang on one another. But let me tell you something. If you don't mind new information, if you don't mind some growth, because hey, sometimes growth hurt, don't it? And you going to the gym, you building muscle, don't it hurt? You build muscle, you building that muscle. In order to do that, it's gonna take pain. Or you losing weight, you running on the treadmill, you losing calories. It's a painful experience. And sometimes watching my content can be a painful experience. I know it can, because I know I say some crazy stuff, allegedly. But honestly, family, my objective is not to be crazy. I'm not trying to start no cult or no messiness. I don't need no drama in my life. No more drama in my life. I don't need it, family. I'm getting older. I know I look young. I am young. Praise y'all, but nah, we got to do better, Yisrael. We got to mature as a community, because we're in the awakening, right? You ask me, it looked more like the awakening. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Anyways, if you like to support the ministry and unlock that spicy content, and also too, I have some digital downloads that you gotta have, family. These are must-haves. So go ahead and get those digital downloads in the Patreon, and when you do so, you also support the ministry. Let's see, is there any more announcements? Yes. Let's go ahead. Let me go back. Let me show you, family. It's better to show. Let's go to community. Let me show you this flyer that I designed. Real Talk Tuesday. We discuss topics that we can't on the Shabbat, trendy topics, Israelite culture, wealth, health, relationships, interviews, debates. That is in the near future. I'm hoping for the near future. I'm hoping to have some interviews and for some debates. There's some people that I would really like to interview. And hey, I know people want the smoke. There's people that want to debate. And it's not really my style just to be, coming at somebody, just to debate somebody, just to debate somebody. But if it's over a topic that actually matters, if it's actually going to bring some clarity to the community, I don't mind the debate. Plus, I like to debate anyway. If you ask my wife, she says I like to debate. But I'm not a master debater, though. I'll tell you that. I'm not a master debater. There's other people that are, but it's great to be married. You don't have to be a master debater. Anyway, it's Tuesday. It says 5 o'clock p.m., but it's really 5:30. I'm pushing it to 5:30. 5 p.m. is a little too tough for me. I don't know about for you, fam, but I mean, a lot of us were getting off of work. So at 5 o'clock, I'm pushing it back to 5:30. But yeah, here we go. There it is. Real Talk Tuesday, hosted by yours truly. Let me scroll down to the Shabbat word. Let me show you, family. Right here. The Shabbat word, Friday nights at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. Check us out on the Shabbat word. That way we can praise the Most High together. Last announcement that I like to share. Let's go ahead. Let me scroll all the way down. My wife and I released a new channel. It is a must-see, family. This show is entertaining. We have a lot of fun. Generally, I have a lot of fun. We have a blast doing this new channel, creating this new channel that we have. It is called the Jaden and Jazz, Jaden and Jazz channel. As you see right here. Family, this is it's adult content, so I just let you know. If you're expecting it to be like the Shabbat word, your eyes will be opened. You will be surprised. You'll be like, Jaden, what are you doing? You sound different, Jaden. What are you backsliding, Jaden? You faking, Jaden? Are you a hypocrite, Jaden? No, I'm not a hypocrite, family. However, Hebrew Israelites, we have to be balanced. We have to enjoy our lives. We don't have to be serious 24/7 all the time. There's a time, what is it? Ecclesiastes 3, baby? What is it? Ecclesiastes 3, right? It's a time for everything, right? It is a time for everything, family. It's a time to laugh. It's a time to be angry, etc., etc. So on Jaden and Jazz, it is a time to have some fun. We talk about relationship topics. We really focus on relationships. We focus on Black love, and we do give praise to the Most High. We do not get that twisted. However, we know that a lot of our people in our community, in the Black community, they do not know about the awakening. And one of the ways that we can reach our people in the awakening is to be able to relate to our people. And one of the ways that we can do that is with making content that we have in common. For we know about the media, we know about the music industry, we know about celebrities. So one of the ways that we can connect with those that do not know about the awakening is making content that they can relate to. So the goal is to bring in people into the awakening, but we do it by being relatable. Didn't Paul, the Apostle Paul, say become all things to win over people to Yahusha? So that is the objective. However, we have a great time while we're doing it, family. This is a great time. It is a secular show, but we do give praise to the Most High. Also, too, I got to say this. And I got to say this in the big screen. I got to get an ISO. You guys got to look at my goofy face. Okay, I got to get the saying correctly. Okay, I memorized it. Now I forgot it. I was memorizing it, but now I forgot it. My wife's going to be mad at me. If you are a part of the HeMan Woman Hater Club, and I botched it. Oh, I got it. Okay. If you are part, I repeat, if you are a part of the HeMan Woman Hater Club, and if you are a part of the I Don't Need a Man clan, then you can get the stepping, as Martin used to say. Get the stepping, because Jaden and Jazz, that channel is not for the HeMan Woman Hater. Hebrew Israelites, we got a couple of those. We know a few. I'm not picking on nobody. And I Don't Need a Man clan. We know about those women out there that they claim they don't need a man. So if you one of them, The Jaden and Jazz channel is not for you. The door is over there. Don't let the door hit you where it splits you. Respectfully. Respectfully. Praise Yah. Those are the announcements, family. Just wanted to share that with y'all. Okay, now we can get started. We can get started. Let's get started. Here in a second. Give me a second. Let's see. Alrighty then. Okay, I gotta look over and see the cheat sheet. I forgot the title of today's video. I should have wrote it down. I'm gonna recite it. I mean, I'm sure we could just read it, but let me go ahead and get it correctly, family. All right. So the title of today's video, 3 reasons why Black people must own stocks. Hebrew Israelite live stream. Now, many of our people, and I'm speaking about the Black community collectively, we do not know about stocks. This is facts. For I didn't grow up learning about stocks. I didn't grow up owning any stocks or getting involved with the stock market. I thought that's something that white people do. Can I keep it a buck? I mean, a lot of us did not grow up knowing about the stock market. We think that it was something, we think that it's a scam. We think that stock market investing, it's dangerous. You're going to lose all your money. A lot of us, we're just ignorant. We don't know about it, or we're afraid of it. Usually we don't know about the stock market for these 2 reasons: fear and ignorance. Question: did you grow up learning about the stock market? Talk to me. I know I sure didn't. But there is an awakening, an economic awakening that is happening. A lot of our people are becoming stock market investors. All glory to Yah. So our people are waking up to this economic awakening, and the awakening in general, as the Hebrew Israelite awakening, we have to be about these 3 things, family: health, wealth, and relationships. We have to be about health, wealth, and relationships. That's the pyramid that we got to rock. I know we don't want nothing to do with no pyramids, but I'm just saying, if there's a pyramid we got to rock with, it's that. It's the health, wealth, and relationships. Yeah, I didn't grow up learning about the stock market. I was afraid of it. I thought it was what, like uppity, was it yuppies, or, white people do, quote unquote. No disrespects. We was not taught this. Were you taught in school how to invest? Were you taught in school how to buy stocks? If you went to a public school, I'm pretty sure they did not. I don't know about private schools. I don't know. I didn't go to private school. But shout out to you if you went to a private school. You got a good education. Or if you're a homeschool, shout out to those who've been homeschooled or been to a private school. I know the education is better. But we did not grow up knowing about the stock market. We were not taught this, family. This was hidden from us. And it was done intentionally. For they want to keep the wealth gap separated. They want to keep us at the bottom. They want us to be spenders instead of investors. And we know how to spend. We know, not you personally, but we know that we know how to spend. We know how to buy things. We know how to buy things that we don't need. We're buying a plethora of things that ain't really got no value. If anything, we're trying to look like we have value by buying all these things, like all these clothes and jewelries and jewelry and accessories and cars. And it's okay to have nice things, but are you investing? Or are you just shopping? We were taught how to spend. They taught the Black community. No, let me fix that. They brainwashed us to become spenders. But it's not just the media either. It's also Religion. Religion, what you mean, Jaden? What you mean, Jaden? Did the church teach you how to invest in the stock market? If you are a Christian right now watching this is all out of love. I'm not trying to hate on you. I'm not hating on you because you're a Christian. I'm a Hebrew Israelite. It's all love. But check this out. If you're going to a church right now, are they teaching you how to invest? Or are they teaching you how to tithe? I think it's the latter, right? The former comes first, the latter comes second. I think that them churches are teaching us how to tithe, which is stupid. It's asinine, asinine 10, asinine 11, asinine 12. I must be buck with you. Them pastors that are teaching you how to tithe, they're an ass. They're an ass. Why do I say that? Because tithing is done away with. There's many they like to say the law is done away with, but tithing is done away with. Why do I say that? We do not have a Levitical standing priesthood. Shout out to all the Levites out there. Shout out to the Levites, to the Levi family. But we do not have a standing Levitical priesthood. And if we do, where they at? Well, let's be honest. We do not have a standing Levitical priesthood. Second, we do not have a standing temple. And thirdly, if we're going to tithe, it's going to be food items, not money, food items. So if your pastor did not teach you how to invest, but he taught you how to tithe, that's a sign right there, family. That's a sign right there to hold on to your pockets and keep it moving respectfully. But it just don't stop with I'm not going to point the finger towards the Christian community because I grew up a Christian. I was a licensed minister. I was a pork chop eating preacher on the pulpit before I was a Hebrew Israelite preacher. But let me tell you something. It's the same old thing. I almost feel like the Hebrew Israelite movement is almost like it's rebranded. I almost feel like I left Christianity and went back into it. Why do I say that? Because our community, the Hebrew Israelite community, we are not teaching each other how to invest. So I'm not going to complain about it, family. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how you can get started. Tonight's lesson is going to be really simple, really basic, but I'm going to show you how you can get started on your journey on how to invest. And I'm going to give you 3 reasons why we should. Why? Black people, Christians, Black Israelites, we should own stocks. Why we must own stocks. So give me a second, family, before I get into in depth. I got some details. I got some information to share with you, family. Praise Yah. Feel free to pull up in the chat too. Don't be shy. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. I'll be kind. I won't be nice because I'm not nice. Nice guys finish last. Yeah, pull up. Just say hi. Say shalom. Say peace. Something. Let me know that you're here. All right, family. All righty then. Let's see. Okay, I'm looking good. Just checking, seeing everything's all right. Okay. Hebrew Israelites, we got to start investing in the stock market. I know there might be some out there that say don't, because when you do that, you're supporting the white man's financial system. You're supporting the white man, quote unquote. You're supporting Babylon. You're supporting America when you do that. If you hear that kind of jargon, I just want you to just really think for yourself. Like, really, let's think for ourselves. Let's not just take somebody's opinion and just run with it. Don't even take my opinion and run with it. Double check everything your boy says. But I'm tired of this mentality of we shouldn't invest, that we should be happy about being poor. You happy about being broke? Are we really happy about being broke? That don't make us holy. Being broke don't make you holy. It don't make you righteous. It don't make you Kodesh, however you want to say it. You want to flip it and say Hebrew Kodesh. It don't make you Kodesh. Being broke don't make you holy. So, family, we got to start spreading this information. And instead of tithing to that crooked, pork chop eating pastor, you know what you can do with that money? You can invest it in the stock market instead. Why? Because you will get an ROI. You will get a return on investment. Question, what's your ROI tithing at that church? I repeat, what is your return on investment from tithing at that church? What's the ROI? I'll be waiting here all day. I don't know what the ROI is. I know what his ROI is. That Bentley, that 2-story house, that gated community that he lives in. Pork chops? Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm leaving it alone. I grew up on pork chops. I can't talk. But I can talk now because I don't eat pork chops no more. Okay, let's get to it because I'm getting triggered. It's Real Talk Tuesday. We keep it real. We keep it a buck. It's what we do, family. That's what we do. Okay, let me stop jawsing. Reason number 1. Ownership. We must buy stocks because of reason number 1. Ownership. Stocks, they are divided. They are divided into shares. Stocks are divided into shares. And when you buy a share, family, when you buy a share, you actually own a part of that company. A lot of us like Apple, right? Apple makes great products. Apple is king. Apple is what, number 1 or number 2 in regards? I'm checking with the real financial guru of the house, my wife. It's number 2. Who's number 1? Is it Nvidia? Microsoft? They like hovering though, right? Either way, we like Microsoft, right, family? We like Apple. Nvidia, I mean, it's a lot of computer chips are made, what's the name of the semiconductors? The semiconductors are made today with Nvidia. Nvidia is one of the top companies as well. Amazon, a lot of us, we shop at Amazon. I was going to say Google, but specifically Alphabet. Google's included in Google, and YouTube is included in Alphabet, right, baby? That's correct. That's correct. See, I'm double checking with the boss. I know some of you Hebrew Israelites don't like what I just said, but hey, you know what it is. Married men, stand up, testify. Okay, anyways, so it's all about ownership, family. When you buy a share, you actually own a part of that company. So instead of buying a Apple, give me an Apple product. Give me an Apple product. Apple, because I'm an Android. You Android, Jaden? That makes sense, don't it? That makes sense. I'm Android, right? You said an Apple phone, right? The Apple phones. Oh yeah, they need to upgrade them phones. Them phones. But anyways, Apple will be making the same phone over and over again. They need to. I don't know what they did this year. I know they usually come around October around this time. But anyways, if you own an Apple phone, you know you can own a piece of Apple. Why have the phone when you can also have a piece of the company? You see what I'm saying? Why just shop at Amazon when you can own a piece of Amazon? And it's up to you, family. Sky's the limit. Buy as many shares if you want. It's all about ownership. It's all about ownership. That's reason number 1. And these companies, they're on the stock market. They're publicly traded, family. They're there for us to buy and sell. But today, we're just going to make it really simple and really basic. And it's all about ownership, like I'm repeating. We're not renting. We're not leasing. We're not dating the stock. I don't even know if that makes sense. I tried. I don't know if it makes sense. But we're owning the stock. And when it comes to ownership, our people, we're at the bottom. And ownership is a part of Torah culture. Remember, Torah supports health, wealth, relationships. So we got to be about owning assets. not just sitting on our ass. I know about that too. Here's a quick game. Investing is not gambling. I repeat, family, investing is not gambling. When you buy a share of a company, you're investing into that company because you believe in that company, because that company is making an impact on our society. They're benefiting our society. They're blessing our society. So keep that in mind. Do not treat or think, because it's all about mindset. You know, my wife helps me in baby, like, I'm so much better with you, for real, for sure. And one of the things about a righteous wife who loves Yah is they help us men to have the right mindset. They improve our mindset. And my wife is really encouraging and inspirational to me when it comes to mindset and getting our mind right. So family, we have to make sure that we do not treat stock market investing like gambling, because that's not what it is. If you're doing it wrong, then that's what it is. It's investing. Reason number 2, compound interest. Now, some of y'all may be wondering, Jaden, what's compound interest? Compound interest, family, is right here. I'm going to go ahead and read the definition on screen. Told you I got some information. Let's get it. But before I do, let's actually play this video. It's a short video. Let me go back. Let me go ahead and turn on the audio. Hopefully you guys can hear it. But here is the video. Let's get it.
Interest on interest. To understand compound interest, let's first look.
Actually, let me start back, family. I'm probably in the way. Let me move my head out of the way. I can't really see. I'm like guessing. There you go. Let me get myself out the way. Move, Jaden. Get out the way. Get out the way, Jaden. Get out the way. Okay, ready, family? Hold on. Make sure I don't mute y'all. Told you we live. We live, family. You know how we do it. Real Talk Tuesday. Live stream is going up on a Tuesday. It's not copyright infringement, is it? I'm remixing that. Okay, here we go, family. Let's get it.
Compound interest is the interest an investor earns on his original investment, plus all the interest earned on the interest that has accumulated over time. It is easier to think of compound interest as interest on interest. To understand compound interest, let's first look at simple interest, the interest earned on the original principal only. Suppose you deposit $10,000 into a high-interest savings account at a 5% simple interest rate for 3 years. The interest you earn each year is 5% times $10,000, which equals $500, for a total of $1,500 of interest at the end of year 3. $500 plus $500 plus $500. Now instead, suppose that you deposit the same $10,000 at 5% interest compounded annually. In year 1, the interest you earn is the same, $500. But in year 2, the interest you earn is 5% times $10,500, the original amount plus the interest you earned in year 1. So the second year's interest is $525. In year 3, you earn 5% interest on $11,025. $10,000 plus $500 year 1 interest plus $525 year 2 interest, for an interest payment of $551.25. In total, you earn $1,576.25 in interest over 3 years with compounding interest versus $1,500 with simple interest. a difference of $76.25. The effect of compounding becomes especially powerful over longer time periods as the amount of earned interest becomes larger and larger.
Wow. Wow. There you go, family. Sheesh. Compound interest. In other words, you make money while you're sleeping. And the more you wait, the more you make. Let me repeat that. Compound interest, to make it really simple and plain. Make it plain, Jaden, make it plain. You make money in your sleep. What did I say? I forgot what I just said. You make money in your sleep. What did I just say? The more you wait, I told you we lie, family. We lie. The more you wait, the more you make. I didn't even write that one down either. I just freestyled that. Yeah, so the longer you wait, the more that you make. So the longer that you hold on to that share, the longer that you own that stock, the more that you will have in compound interest. The longer you hold on to the stocks, the more money you will have. Hopefully that was really plain. I'm talking hamburger. Well, no, we don't do hamburgers. We don't do ham. See how I fixed that? We're talking beef patty, just beef patty in the bread. That's how plain I'm really trying to make it, family. You make money while you sleep. In other words, owning stocks and holding on to it for the long term, that is where we're going to make our money, by holding on, just holding on to that stock. And as time goes on, you're going to make more and more due to compound interest. Compound interest is a phenomenon, family. Didn't they say it's like it's one of the wonders of the world or something like that? It's the 8th wonder of the world. Compound interest, I repeat, is the 8th wonder of the world. The longer we wait, the more we make. Family, investing in the stock market is passive income. The income is passive. We make the money without actually doing anything. You just living life, enjoying your life, going out and about, doing your thing, just doing your routine. And you're making money without even lifting a finger. And many of us were taught how to work hard, but we were not taught how to work smart. We were taught how to work harder instead of smarter. You got a witness right here. I didn't grow up investing in the stock market, but my wife and I, we are stock market investors. We are shareholders, and proud to say that we are investors. Oh, glory to Yah. We got to be well-rounded, Israel. We can't be one-dimensional. We cannot just quote scriptures all day and that's it. We have to be about health, wealth, and relationships. We got to be about our paper. We got to be about our bread. And not just working for it, but investing for it. That way we don't have to work for it. I wasn't going to preach today, but I might just preach today. I don't know. It's not the Shabbat word, but I get so excited talking about investing because we make money by not doing anything. We just live in life when we're getting paid. And that's the power of compound interest. Oh, glory to Yah. Praise Yah. Now, before I get to my third point, praise Yah. Shalom. 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 Israel Porter. Israel Porter. Shalom. Shalom, fam. All praises. It's great to see you, fam. Yeah, absolutely. It is fair use. It is fair use. For sure, for sure. This is transformational. And hopefully this information will transform our lives. Because this information is not... My goal is not up here just to try to sound cool or try to sound smart or try to sound like some financial guru. I want us all to go get this bread. Let's get this paper, Yisrael. Matter of fact, let me type that. Let's get this money. Let's get this money. Broke don't mean holy. You gotta do better, Israel. All glory to Yah. Alrighty, family. Let's get to the third point. Because I know how to belabor a point. Boom, boom. It's a preacher thing. We know how to elaborate. We try to find our point. Okay, reason number 3. Okay, let's go through it again. Let's go through our points. So point number 1, ownership. Point number 2, compound interest, aka passive income. Reason number 3, why black people, why we must own stocks. Generational wealth. You just cursed, Jaden? I feel like I did. Why do I say that? Because every time, I don't know about you, but every time, not every time, but a lot of times when I hear generational wealth, I just guard my wallet. I hold on my wallet and I run. I run for the hills. I go the other direction because I feel like a scam is coming my way. Can I get a witness? Any witnesses? When I hear that term, generational wealth, especially from a person that's trying to sell me something, I go the opposite way. Not all the time. I feel like I'm about to be sold. I feel like somebody's trying to get over on me. Generational wealth is one of those terms that is used, abused, even appropriated, mishandled, misused. It's been slapped around. It's been pistol whipped. It's been tied up. It's been thrown in the trunk. Man, hasn't it though? Goodness gracious. I don't even like saying the word. Almost, I didn't want to put that in point number 3. I didn't want to say generational wealth because I don't want to come off like a scammer because I'm not a scammer, family. This is free game. And I'm sharing something with you. I'm sharing you how my wife and I, how we make money in our sleep. Yisrael, let's make money in our sleep. Instead of investing, instead of being a spender, let's be an investor. Just because we don't tithe at that pork chop eating pastor, that preacher's church no more, that don't mean that we're just going to just hold on and hoard on to our money and not do nothing with it. We have to invest our money. Was it the parable of the talents about investing? See, now I'm just going off top of the dome now. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious, Israel. Okay, reason number 3, generational wealth. Let me get to it. Let me pull up this article, family, and read this quick article. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm just going to read parts of it. But feel free to read it. Let me show you something real quick. Let's see. Let's see how, okay, let's see how we're looking. Okay, cool. Let me see if you guys can see me. Because okay, cool. So it's all on that side. It's all in the middle. I'm on the right side. So I should be good. I should be good. Oh, praises. So I'm going to read a little bit of this article here momentarily. Just checking in on the chat real quick. See how we doing. See who's here. For sure. For sure. For sure, fam. Show, fam. For sure. Okay, let me get right to it. All right, I got you, fam. I got you. Let me show you how my wife and I, how we get this paper. All right, let me share my screen. Let's get it. S&P 500 average return and historical performance. What is the S&P 500 index? The S&P 500 is a market capitalization weighted index of the 500 leading publicly traded companies in the United States. The index is operated by Standard & Poor's, Dow Jones, help me please, I don't know how you say that, which is a division of S&P Global. While it assumed its present size and name in 1957, the S&P dates back to the 1920s, becoming a composite index tracking 90 stocks in 1926. The average annualized return since its inception in 1928 through December 31st, 2023 is 9.90%. Wow. The average annualized return since adopted 500 stocks into the index in 1957 through December 31st, 2023 is 10.26%. The average annual return, AAR, the average annual return, that's another term, AAR, is a percentage showing the return of a mutual fund in a given period. In other words, it measures a fund's long-term performance. So it's a vital tool for investors considering a mutual fund investment. Okay, let me skip all the way down. Feel free to read this article. This is from Investopedia. Family, Investopedia is a gem. Check out this website. I learned a lot from this website. Investopedia. Let me skip down all the way, but feel free to go to check it out. Check out the numbers, because Israel, we're all about math. Do the math, Hawk. The math got to make sense, for sure. And let me show you momentarily how the math makes sense. Let me skip all the way down to how to invest into, here we go. Right here. How to invest in the S&P 500. You can't invest in the S&P 500 directly because it is a stock market index. Let me highlight that, family. S&P 500. Because that's what I'm encouraging our family to do today. ASAP, immediately, pronto. S&P 500 is a stock market index. It's the top 500 companies that are publicly traded on the stock exchange. Okay, anyway, let's start flexing. Okay, you can't invest in the S&P 500 directly because it is a stock market index, not an individual stock or fund you can buy. However, you can purchase the stock of S&P Global, SPGI, the company that maintains the index. You can also purchase one of the extra stock listed on the S&P 500, but you'll need quite a bit of capital to do so. It might cost around $3,000 to purchase only one of each of the top 10 stocks on the index. For most people, the simplest and most affordable option for investing in the S&P 500 is to buy shares of a exchange traded fund, ETF. That is another gem right here, family, ETF. I'm going to highlight it. Or index fund that mirrors it. In these instruments, a company builds a portfolio of stocks that mirror the S&P 500 index, securities, and fractionalizes those stocks and offers them as shares as shares of a fund you can buy. These funds are often provided at a much lower cost than if it were to buy one of every stock on the index to get similar performance. Check this out. Let's go, family. The first step to investing in the index is to open an account with a reputable, how you say that? Reputable brokerage firm such as Vanguard. We have Vanguard. Fidelity. We have Vanguard. Or Charles Schwab. We have Charles Schwab. And Fidelity. Family, we got all of them. All those listed. That's what we see. Vanguard, Fidelity, or Charles Schwab. Modern brokers have easy to use online platforms. Also, there's Robinhood as well. Robinhood is another platform, family. And it's free to sign up. It's free. It don't cost you nothing. Modern brokers have easy to use online platforms where you can buy and sell most types of investments for minimal or no fees. Yeah, we ain't doing no fees because you're going to buy them yourself. You're not going to have nobody buy them for you. You're going to invest yourself. You cut out the middleman. Then look over the broker's products and find an ETF or index fund that mirrors the S&P 500. Some examples are, so here are some examples. Let me read that again, family. Then look over the broker's products and find an ETF or index. Find an ETF or index fund that mirrors the S&P 500. And here are some examples. SPY, IVV, VOO, which is very popular. Same with SPY, RSP, SWPPX. You got Fidelity 500 Index Fund, FXAIX. And we put our family onto this game too, family. For sure. The information is not just to be hoarded. We got to share it. Can't keep it to ourselves. Okay, so let me see. I'm just going to skip down to, I'm going to go ahead and read this. It's only a little bit more. I'm going to read the bottom line paragraph last, but I'm going to read these paragraphs right here. What is the average rate of return for the S&P 500 for the last 20 years? The average annualized return of the S&P 500 between 2023 and 2023 is 10.20%. What is the average rate of return for the S&P 500 for the last 10 years? The average rate of return for the S&P 500 since 2013 is 13.5%. Woo! Does the S&P 500 return include dividends? As calculated, S&P 500 returns do not include dividends. However, you can find results from some analysts that include dividends. The list put together by NYU Stern School of Business Finance professor, I don't know how you say that person's name. I'm not going to botch it disrespectfully. Help me, please. Is one example. Let's go ahead and finish this article by reading the bottom line. We're going to read this paragraph. Let's go ahead. We're going to read these last two. These are some good paragraphs right here, family. The bottom line. The S&P 500 is the standard for measuring overall market returns. There have been many ups and downs in its century of existence, but generally, the index has produced returns over the long run. Since its inception, it has returned 9.81%. That's key, family. Here shortly, we're going to play around with some numbers. We're going to look at a calculator. I'm going to show you some numbers, family. Remember that number, 9.81%. Okay, let's finish it up. You can invest in the S&P 500 using index funds and exchange-traded funds that mimic the index and not pay as much as you would for each stock. Investing in funds that track the S&P 500 is a long game. That's right. As we mentioned earlier, you got to hold for the long. It's about long-term investing. Investing in funds that track the S&P 500 is a long game, not for the faint of heart. Many investors have lost everything by panic selling during a dip. Yeah, you don't want to do that. You don't want to panic. We got to stay cool, calm, and collective. But the S&P 500 is a great investment, family. We have to tap into the S&P 500, either using the index funds and exchange traded funds, as we see. Now, let's continue. Let's read that again. Investing in funds that track the S&P 500 is a long game, not for the faint of heart. Many investors have lost everything by panic selling during a dip. If you're looking for an investment with a long-standing history of decent long-term returns, S&P 500 funds might be a suitable choice for your portfolio. Absolutely. All praises to Yah. Now, family, remember that number, 9.81. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to do the math. We're going to do the math, Hawk. We're going to do the math, for Coates. Let's get it. Take a sip of water real quick. All right, family. So we got the Smart Asset Investing Calculator. All right, check this out. Free gem. I should charge for this, but I'm not, because I love you. I love you, family. I'm not shy or afraid to say so. Let's say we start today and we started with $100. Let's say we put $100 in, right? And we are going to contribute $35 every week. That's $5 a day. 35 divided by 7, because there's 7 days of the week. $35 is the amount. That's $5 a day. So we invest $5 a day. $5 a day. That's $35 a week. And the rate of return, remember that number, it was 9.81, right? This is what we're going to do. Instead of putting 9.81, we're going to be safe. We're going to play it safe. We're going to play it conservative. We're going to round down. So let's round down. Round down. Let's round down. Okay. 9% over 10 years. How much would that be? This investment will be worth $29,724. Check this out. Hopefully I'm not in the way. I gotta see if I'm in the way. Okay, I'm not in the way. Cool. My big head ain't in the way. That's good. Okay, let me break it down, family. Let's do the math. Okay, remember, let's say we opened up. Theoretically, this is all estimate, but it's accurate estimate. Trust me, and I'll double check this too. I've double checked the math here. This ain't willy-nilly. Now, let's say we put in $100. Let's say we created a, would you say a fidelity, like a fidelity for a good example? Because we call it dollar cost average. Yeah. On fidelity. You have to buy the whole entire share. You can just dollar cost average on fidelity, right? You buy a fraction shares on fidelity. Yeah, and that's another gem too. We should charge for that. My wife gave you guys a gem, but check this out, family. Oh, baby. Also, too, can you hand me some of those books? Some of those books that you put me on? I'm gonna show the family that, look, we really reading around here. Some of those investment books. Look, this ain't the white man's education either, okay? This is all about, it's all about health, wealth, and relationships. Let's think bigger, Israelite. Anyways, let me show you the number. Okay, let's say we created a fidelity today, which I hope that we do, right? And we started with $100. And over 10 years, we invested, not spent, invested $18,200. $18,200. Well, how much will we earn? Our profit would be $11,424. I repeat, if we invested $5 a day for 10 years in the S&P 500 at a rate of return, and we're going lower, we got 9%. We're not doing 9.81. We're going 9.81. We would earn $11,424 just for living life, just for enjoying life, the life that Yahuwah blessed us with. That's $11,000 that we didn't have if we didn't invest. That's right, family. That's right. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Thanks for wow, we got some books here. We got some goodies. I'm gonna show you the books at the end. I'm gonna flex at the end if that's all right. We're doing the numbers first. All right, family. Check it out. It's $5. $5. What costs $5 today? What would you say? A Starbucks latte or something? I ain't been to Starbucks in a while. I make my own coffee now. That's a ripoff. But if you like Starbucks, shout out to you. I used to like Starbucks back in the day. I used to get them little frappuccinos. Man, them little caramel frappuccinos. Oh man. Oh boy. I used to get those all the time. But I'll tell you what, I make my own coffee. Hey baby, I'm gonna flex real quick. Can you hand me the coffee right here? I'm gonna show the people. Let me show people that look, your boy really with it. Thank you, baby. Look, instead of going to Starbucks, I don't spend $5 a day on some lattes, some sugar lattes. Look, I support Black and Bold, Black-owned coffee company. Make my own coffee, and guess what, family? I'm saving money, and we're supporting our community while we're doing so. And they got some 5% for our youth as well in the back. So I get the smooth operator. That's my favorite. That starts my day, gets me going. But yeah, I like my coffee, black coffee, no sugar, no cream. I love that song by Heavy D. That's the jam right there. But yeah, for real, family. Let me get back to it. I got some more numbers for y'all. Let's get it. So that's $11,000. That's more than $11,000 for just sacrificing a cup of coffee, or can you even get is this a cheeseburger? How much is it, like cheeseburger and fry? You probably can't even get that. I'm trying to think what else costs $5, whatever. But there's a lot of stuff that we don't need that we spending $5 on. Trust me, because I used to go to Quick Stop every day before work. I was a Quick Stop-aholic. I was addicted to shopping at the gas station for some food. It was ridiculous. Buying them 2 for $3.50 rock stars. Oh man, I'm so glad I'm woke now. Well, I'm waking up. I'm not all the way woke. I'm like waking up. I think we're all kind of waking up. We're all kind of droopy eyed. Can I get a witness? Oh, you good, baby? They can't hear. They can't hear the background. But yeah, let me show you some more numbers, family. I know I'm belaboring the point, but check this out. Let's say you hold for 20 years. What will the math be? This investment will be worth $102,529. Sheesh. We started with $100. If we invest $5 a day for 20 years, that's an investment of $36,400. And how much is our profit? $66,129 for enjoying the life that Yah gives us. That's $66,000 that we wouldn't have had if we did not invest $5 for 20 years. I want to preach. I want to preach. $66,000, family, for investing in the S&P 500, which is the top 500 companies on the stock exchange. You get $66,000. Imagine if you got $66,000 right now. Wouldn't your life be better? Wouldn't our lives be better, family? But I got another equation. Let's raise the stakes. Let's be more patient. Because remember, Yah, he rewards our patience. Yah rewards those who wait. So let's say we wait for 30 years, because that's what we're going to do, family. We're going to hold on to our stocks, to those shares, to those companies that we own. And if we were to do it for 30 years, how much would that be? Survey says 281,000. No, let me start that again. 281,462. $281,462. That's more than $250,000. $5 a day for 30 years. Investment $54,600. What is our total invested earn? What is our profit? Our profit is $226,762. That's almost $250,000 in profit. Praise Yah. Let me see who's in the chat. Let me see who else is in here. Hopefully you guys see this. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Hopefully you guys can see this information. Because this information is life-changing. Imagine if you had $226,000 right now. Imagine if you invested for your child for 30 years. You had a fund for that child. You had an investment for that child, for your child. And 30 years later, when they're 30 years old, you can give them $226,000. They would never have to work. They would never have to worry about working for the white man if we invest our money correctly. For that $226,000, you can take that money and do a whole lot. You can do some investments with it. You can make some moves, some power moves for almost $250,000, family. Buy some real estate, buy some more stocks. For sure. Our lives would be a whole lot better if we set up our kids. That way, in 30 years, when they're 30 years old, they can have $226,000 ready for them. Instead of relying on outside forces, instead of relying on the Gentile, we can build and invest ourselves. And we can free ourselves by investing in the stock market. Wow, let me see who's in the chat now. I'm gonna look over. Let me see. Praise Yah. Thank you. For sure, right? Barely a burger, right? Barely a burger, right? Man, I ain't bought a burger from a fast food joint in a long time. I mean it. Man, I have to really think about last one. I think it was before the pandemic. And around that time, like, I woke up in 2018, but, you know, I still had some of them habits. You know, I didn't give up pork right away. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't give up them, I used to go to, what was it, Jack in the Box? I didn't give up them, I used to always get the Junior, well, no, that's Wendy's, the Junior Bacon Cheeseburger. But the pepperoni pizza, I didn't give up on that pepperoni pizza right away. But let me tell you something, family. I am so glad that our people, that we are waking up, that we are coming into the truth. For sure. For sure. Man. All right, family. Let's get back to it. Let me go ahead and finish up. I'm just going to finish up with a few verses. We're going to close with scripture. We got to close with scripture. And then I'm out of your hair. I'm just hoping that we start investing, family. And before I bring out the scripture, feel free to play with these numbers. You can invest more than $5 a day. Yeah, there we go. We'll screen share it. You can invest more than $35 a day. You can invest more. Invest how much as you want. But we can do this for our children. And we can do this for ourselves. And this is just the beginning. This is just S&P 500, which is it's a solid investment. As we saw, I mean, 9.81% since its inception. Over 10% within the last 20 years, 13% in the last 10 years. You're talking about the top 50 players of America. That these companies that you invest in, they influence the country. They keep the country rolling. So we got to tap in and buy some of these companies. All right, family, let me go ahead and close. We got to close with some scripture. I'm just going to bring out 3 scriptures and we done. Let's go to Proverbs 13:22. Let's get it. It says, the word of Yah says, hallelujah, a good man leaveth an inheritance to his children's children, and the wealth of the sinner is laid up for the just. I just want to highlight this, family. I just want to really hone in on this phrase right here. A good man leaveth an inheritance to his children's children. If we invest $5 a day in the stock market for 30 years by owning the S&P 500 at 9%, we will have an inheritance to pass down to our children's children. We'll be able to pass this down, family. It also says a good man. That word man is not there. People translate it as man. If you ask me, it means a good person. I'm not here to debate, family. I'm not here to debate, but if you ask me, it's a good person leaveth an inheritance to his children's children. But either way, we got to be about investing for not just ourselves and for our children, but for our children's children. It's all about generational wealth. In Proverbs 13, verse 22, really brings out and hones in on the point of generational wealth. Let me share two more scriptures and we out of here. Ecclesiastes, they say the Bible don't talk about money. See, them pastors, they want us to have a broke mentality. But when we actually open the scripts, the Bible actually talks a lot about money. It talks a lot about ownership. It talks a lot about investment. And here's a verse about stock market investment. Let's get it. Ecclesiastes chapter 11, verse 2. Give a portion to 7 and also to 8, for thou knowest. For now, let me start that again. This is so good. I got to read it again. I got excited. Give a portion to 7 and also to 8, for thou knowest not what evil shall be upon the earth. This verse right here, family, speaks about diversification for wealth building. We have to have different assets, family. We have to have different diversification strategies to build generational wealth. And let me just go ahead and just list a few. We have to own and be involved in stocks, indexes, mutual funds, ETFs, real estate, commodities, cryptocurrency, credit, entrepreneurship. Ecclesiastes 11:2 says that we have to have diversification in wealth building. We have to own multiple assets. Also, Ecclesiastes 11:2 emphasizes that we are to have 7 or 8 streams of income. We have to have multiple streams of income, 7 or 8. That's right, family. We can't just have one income. And that can't just be our 9 to 5. That's not enough, family. And I say this out of love. And I know, because I know about having just one income, just having my job is the only source of income. At least have a side hustle. For sure. Have a side hustle. Or become an entrepreneur. For sure. Absolutely, family. Yah will provide. But we have to do our part as well. And we have to trust and believe in Yah, because Yah makes a way for us so that we can serve others. Because it's not about serving ourselves. It's about getting the information, getting the blessings, getting the assets so that we can share it with others. We can share this information with others. And we can share this this wealth with our family and with those that we care about. Also, the S&P 500, well, that's more than 7 or 8 stocks. Would you agree? It's 500. It's 500 of the best of the stock market. Here's the gem. It says, give a portion to 7 and also to 8. Family, from an esoteric view, 7 and 8, they're not literal. 7 and 8 here in this verse is symbolic. So when it says, give a portion to 7 and also to 8, for thou knowest not what evil shall be upon the earth, the 7 and 8 right here, from a esoteric view, is not literal. 7 and also to 8 is symbolic. For the number 7 in Hebrew represents complete. 7 means complete. 7 is symbolic for complete, as in 7 days of a week, 7 days in the week, 7 days completion. And the number 8 means abundance. 8 means abundance. It means overflowing abundance. It means fatness, family. It means to be fat, to be overflowing, to have more than enough, to have an overflowing of abundance. And it also means new beginnings. So when I read this verse, the way I see it, from a Hebraic mindset, it says give a portion. It means own portions. It means own stocks, own investments. Invest to a complete amount and also to an overflowing amount into new beginnings. So we have to have a completion of our diversification of our assets. We have to have diversity. We have to have a complete amount of different streams and investments. And also, we are to continue to invest by having new beginnings, by getting into new beginnings, new investments, and also to have an overflowing of abundance. 7 and 8 in this verse is symbolic. All glory to Yah. And let me go ahead and close out with this scripture, and we're good. This might be the most controversial one. I might lose some of y'all. Some of y'all might say that, okay, Jaden, you're a hypocrite, you're a charlatan, you're all about money. No, I'm not. I want to see our people do better. I'm tired of us pointing the other finger, blaming the white man. Let's hold ourselves accountable. For we're the chosen people of Yah. Yah expects greatness from us. What the Raiders used to say? We're committed to excellence, right? We're committed to excellence. Shouts to the Raider fans. I don't watch football, but if you're a Raider fan, know this. Anyways, Ecclesiastes 10:19. Let's get it. A feast is made for laughter, and wine maketh merry. But money answereth all things. Let me read that last part again and highlight it. It says, in the word of Yah, but money answereth all things. We hear this verse quoted a lot. I'm probably going to botch it, but I'm going to say it. For the love of money is the root of all evil. Yeah. I'm not disagreeing. However, in Ecclesiastes 10:19, King Solomon, the wisest man, said this: under the influence of the Ruach HaKodesh, of the Holy Spirit, King Shlomo HaMelech, King Solomon said this, but money answereth all things. And King Solomon had a lot of money. He had a lot of wealth. He was extremely wealthy family. We need money. We need money to survive. We need money to bless others with. It's a blessing to have money. So let's not have this negative viewpoint towards money. Let's not be allergic to money. The church and even some of our brothers, they want us to be allergic to money. I mean, no diss. But family, we need money because money does, as the scripture says, it answers all things. Ministry takes money. Charity involves money. Paying the bills, keeping a roof over your head, that takes money. Romance takes money because there's no romance without finance. And also, too, with money, we can bless others with it. And that's what we have to do, family. We have to share this information and share this wealth, too. We have to be about building our community. It's about Hebrew nation building for real. For real. We have to build our nation. And we do it with health, wealth, and relationships. All glory to Yah. Well, family, that's what I had in store today. That's today's message. Those are three reasons why Black people must own stocks. So after today, when you wake up in the morning, go ahead and open up you an account and start investing, family. We went through the article. Feel free to watch this video again and open an account and buy you some S&P 500. I would recommend go ahead and go with Fidelity. Fidelity's good because you can dollar cost average. You don't have to buy the whole entire share. Now with Vanguard, you have to buy the whole entire share. But my wife and I, we have multiple accounts, and that's what I really suggest. But to get started, just go ahead and start with Fidelity, and go ahead and start buying the S&P 500 and hold on to it. Hold on to it and don't let go. And don't let go, family. Don't let go. All right, I'm about to get out of here. I'm just checking. One last check. Okay, here we go. All right, family. So hopefully this message blessed you today. This was Real Talk Tuesday. We had to keep it real. We had to keep it real. We had to keep it a buck. And family, let's start investing tomorrow. Let's pray. Let's pray to Yah. Let's ask Yah for help, for guidance, for wisdom, for chokmah, which is the power of the question. Chok meaning power, ma meaning question. Chokmah, which is wisdom in Hebrew, means the power to question. Have the power to question. Question me. Question everything that I say. But trust me, I give you information that is the truth. How do I know it? Because my wife and I, we do this. Oh, I almost forgot. So we got books on this. My wife knows this game. Right here. This little book, The Little Book of Common Sense by John C. Bogle, founder and former chairman of the Vanguard Group. Like I said, we own Vanguard. Okay, let me show a few more goodies. The Little Book That Beats the Market by Joel Greenblatt. Oh, sorry. This is a good one too. Y'all gonna be like, Jaden, what you doing, Jaden? Hey, Tony Robbins, this book right here is an awesome book. Unshakable, for shelf show. At first, when I first saw the cover, I'm like, I don't know if I want to read it. I don't know. Especially early in my Israelite phase, like, I don't know. I was watching Notice the Kiss, but man, I'm not gonna go there. But this book right here is powerful. Shout out to Tony Robbins, very inspirational. He gives you the game. He shows you how to invest. Invest yourself too. You don't need no other middleman. No, do it yourself. That way you don't got to go through the fees. You want to keep them fees down and invest yourself. Also, too, another book right here, another good one I read, Boggleheads. The Boggleheads. I kind of look like a bogglehead, huh? Like you got a bogglehead. I do got a bogglehead. That's why I wear this kufi to cover it. The Bogglehead Guide to Investing, 2nd edition. There you go. Keep it simple. Keep costs low. And stay the course. That's right. All right, family. All right, now I'm done. Okay, now I'm gone. Your boy gone. All right, thank you for joining us on Real Talk Tuesday. I'm not afraid. I'm not ashamed to say to you, family, I love you, family. Be safe. Let's continue to love and hold on to Yah. For Yah is our King, our Creator, our Provider, and our Protector. And seek Yah for help. And hopefully, family, pray, get in the Word, and execute. Let's get this paper. Let's get this money. I'm Jaden Israel. Until next time, shalom, fam.